Hello, people. Today I have with us the RMS 106 Hi-Zack Titan's Mass Productive Mobile Suit. This one is from the Zeta Gundam anime, and this one is one of the earlier high grades at number 12, it looks like. So you can see there's a lot of issues on nub placement and seams. As far as you can see right up off the bat, there's a seam right in the middle of his head that goes all the way to the back, and that one it's probably the worst one that I've seen. With that said, this is a fantastic kit for its age and for its price. I think I paid $12.99 for it, maybe a little bit more than that. Still, it is quite a kit for that price. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So first off, I love Zeta Gundam. It's my favorite Gundam series of all. So the Hi-Zack being one of the very common enemy types in that series makes it quite one of the ones that I had sought after for quite some time. It has been reprinted recently, and I am so glad that it has been. They even have the blue version, which is a really cool one for the Federations. The Federation version, which is, like I said, really cool that you have both options available for them. Let's go ahead and get straight into articulation, though. Like I said, it is an older one, so you are going to have some limits to how much you can expect out of this one. You do have a head ball joint, and that is a very simple one that just locks in place inside here. It does have a pivot point, but it is not used. It's locked squarely in place. The ball joint, however, goes into that, maybe that's a socket for it. You can tell that one's going to wear out quite quickly. Moving on to the shoulder, it is the very old school style peg that goes into one of these polycaps. The polycap isn't even covered up with one of those small things that they normally like to put in spacers wise. So that one is just exposed there. You do get a rotation here and a up and down. If you move that shoulder around, you can move it quite a bit there. This one is on a ball joint, similar to what you normally see these arms like. That one goes in there, and then if you move it just right, you can get a little bit of articulation out of it, something like that. You do get a rotation here at the elbow, and of course you do get that articulation at the elbow for the hinge joint. Just one point. Not bad though either. You know, it's not quite 90 degrees, not less than that though. You know, it's the armor that does it. I knocked something off. We'll check that one out later. Oh, that's the other one. Ball joint at the wrist. Nice and easy. And from the wrist, we actually get a rotation at the waist, which is pretty cool for the Zaku types. Usually they don't get one. That is a ball joint that pegs up into the chest area here. So you do get some articulation if you need to. Oh, it's not a ball joint. It's just a regular socket. Sorry about that. For the skirt armor, it does rotate on a peg. That is actually a 3mm peg too. So you can use some shenanigans if you'd like. This is articulated here at the skirt. No articulation at the booty. At the waist, these are ball and socket joints there. So the ball goes into the socket on the thigh, and you can move that quite a lot. Pretty reasonable for a Zaku type kit. You can kick pretty high, and you can lean back pretty far. 2 points of articulation at the knee, but they don't get you a lot of articulation. Doesn't even reach 90 degrees. If you stretch them just a little bit, you can get a little bit more out of it, but the armor type is blocking most of that. There is also a point of articulation in this, but it is also blocked by the armors there. And then this very flexible part right here, that also blocks some of it as well. The The ankle joint is actually less substantial than what you get out of a regular Zaku, and it is just a ball in a socket. The socket does pivot a little bit, so you can get a little bit more out of it, but it is realistically just a ball and socket there. On the AMBAC system here, you get a small point of articulation here. Not much to it, but there's more there than there needs to be. Honestly, that one is pretty nice. And then these guys here actually socket into the AMBAC and can flap about left, right, and up and down on a small ball. Not very much to the front and back, as I will show you. You can do it, but not very much. They are meant to just open in and out, as you see here. That said, be very careful. They do get pushed off very easily. He does also come with the weapon. There is one point of articulation on the weapon, and that is the handhold for him. I do usually keep the hand and the weapon together when I store them, so that is ready to go. You just kind of swap them out. Nice and easy. Ooh, knocked that right off. Good job. We'll go ahead and get right into the size comparison right away for you guys. First off, we have my Gundam-based Gundam from the Build Diver series. This is in high grade. He is taller than the Zaku is, if you exclude the AMBAC system, which is supposed to be at 20 meters tall. As a special guest, he actually was included in my MSG series for size comparison. Here is the regular Zaku 2 high grade from the original version, not the revived version. As you can see, they are about the same height head level. Here is the Alto from the 30-minute mission series. The frame arms Jinrai in 1/100 scale is quite a bit taller than he is. Frame arms girl Architect here, just a bit taller than he is as well. The Hexagear Governor Nero, almost at his waist. And of course the big guy of the group, that is the Alex Gundam in Master Grade. Now the Zaku, or the Hi-Zack here, as he's called, isn't exactly a Zaku. He is developed with the Xeon technology, and it's technically a Federation suit. So it's a little weird, but it is still a Zaku. You can tell 100% it's using all of the things that a Zaku would do. Its design is even for the same reason, being the little fish that Zaku means. The small fish, small fry, popcorn enemy in that series. That's not to say that they aren't cool looking or anything like that. I actually love the Hi-Zack quite a lot. I'm just saying that is what its purpose is for. To serve as an enemy that would just be normally something that's out of the ordinary, but is just something ubiquitous and easy to destroy, to show off the capabilities of the good guys versus the bad. In terms of extras, though, this does not have any. It comes with the weapons you see here and 2 extra polycaps. You also get the hand that replaces that one there. Not a lot to write home about in terms of extras. They generally do that with Xeonic units, Xeon type units. The enemy stuff doesn't tend to get a lot of extras in the package. They are army builders too, so you probably wouldn't want a lot of extras to have storing away. That said, it would be nice to have like a bazooka or something like that. Still, with the gun that it has here, it's not completely unarmed, and it's not a complete just here you go, here's your throwaway kit. You know, he's very cool, and that weapon does make sure that he sees some action on the field. My justification for it is the price point. It was only $12, $12.99, something like that. Not a lot of money, and you can't go wrong with the Zaku. Honestly, if you like Gundam, a Zaku is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Get yourself one of these guys in one of the universes that it comes out in. They're definitely cool kits. But I think that's all I'm going to say today about this kit. It's not a long review. Obviously, it's not a very in-depth kit either. Be careful about this joint here. Other than that, I think you guys know what's going on with it. Not a flashy kit, not a full of extra gimmicks kit, but it is one of the early ones from the high grade series, and it shows. But with that, I think I will say have a good night, everyone. I will see you guys next time, or you'll see me, but more than likely you will see my stuff. Bye-bye.